giant boar! Oh. Detective Inspector Edward Barrington speaking.
You don't have to do your work voice, dear. It's me.
Oh, hello, love.
Edward father is here, and he seems very upset.
Thomas is at the house? What's happened?
Apparently, his employees at the mortuary have all disappeared. He also mentioned something about the attic and strange noises.
All the staff are missing? Put him on, love. I'll talk to him.
He's with little Alice just now, but asked if you could have a look around the mortuary. He says he doesn't want to go back there. It's locked now, but you can use the cellar door. And that if you read his journal, it should explain everything.
I'll go over there right now, love. Don't worry. Shouldn't be long. Give Alice a kiss from me. Bye for now, love.
Bye for now, dear. Please do take care.
Right. I shall need my notebook, my fountain pen, and my pipe. Found you. Can't take notes without a notebook, eh? It's a brand new notebook, ready for another case. It's a brand... There you are. My handmade 2.5mm piston filler with custom boarskin barrel and gold flexible nib. Nice. I can fill a whole notebook with this little beauty. It's a brand... That'll do. My trusty thinking pipe. That's everything. I'm ready. Well, this all sounds very intriguing. All 3 of Thomas's staff gone missing? Bob, I'm leaving. To the mortuary! It's my beloved pipe. Purely decorative. I just use it for pointing with when giving directions. This pipe is perfect as it is. Thomas said the front doors would be locked, and that I should be able to get in through the cellar door. There's a wreath. Rest in peace, Miss Ellen. Amazing. I'm in the wrong line of work. Very dark inside. I can't see anything. Guess what? Locked. The door is made of metal and glass, like the rest of the structure. The door is made of metal. To the west is the cemetery. It's rather sprawling and has a lake in the middle of it. Beyond that is nothing but miles and miles of desolate moors. Locked. Good evening, miss. The stained glass shows an image of a bird. A wren, I think. It looks nice lit up like that. Locked. Locked. There's a door leading out onto a small balcony. An eerie green light is coming from the window. That's the parlor. I can see a table with many chairs around it. Aha! This must be the cellar door. This is my way in. Locked. Locked. A boot scraper. For cleaning muddy shoes before you go inside. And scraped. Sawdust and wood shavings, swept into a pile. It's pine. It smells nice. Ooh, perfect. These look like blueprints for the manor. It's a vise, bolted to the workbench. It's a vise. It's a board of various woodworking tools. They look old but well maintained. It looks like the hammer is missing. It's a workbench. Thomas actually makes his own coffins. Well, apart from the metal fittings. But still, very impressive. His sister, Miss Ellen, would make the linings. I suppose that's all over now. It's an open coffin. Just about complete by the look of it. It's very well made. I thought the house was supposed to be empty. Ornate wrought iron gates. There's a wine cellar back there. Casks and racks of bottles. But it's locked. For now. I can't get in here for now, but it looks very interesting. An oil lantern. It's a dark night tonight. This may be useful. There's a little bit of oil in it, but it's missing a wick. I'll bring it along anyway. I once got into an argument with a furnace. Things got heated. A large furnace, providing heat for the whole house. It says Bessie on it. A large furnace. Hello? Anyone home? Nothing. All right then. If I were a missing person, where would I be? There's a letter. It's from Thomas. It says, Stan, where are you? Where are any of you? I've waited for as long as I can, but I'm not staying in this house another minute. I'm going to stay with my daughter. Please contact me there as soon as you see this. Thomas's staff apparently disappeared one by one. With everyone still missing, this is evidence. I'll leave it here. The plot thickens. Right. First order of business. Head to Thomas's office. He said I should read his journal. It's time to begin. An oil lantern. There's a little bit of oil left, but it's missing a wick. Unusable as it is. I can't combine the lantern with that. I can't combine the lantern. This pipe is perfect as it is. It's the front doors. They are locked at the moment, as there is a wreath on the outside. To pay respects to Miss Ellen. May she rest in peace. Bell, book, and candle. Candle, book, bell. Looks expensive. Miss Ellen, bless her soul, was something of a psychic medium before she passed away. If you believe in that sort of thing. She would entertain guests late into the night with seances, crystal ball viewings, tarot readings, and spirit boards. Not for me. A photograph taken in this very room. There seems to be a smoky apparition above the table. Intriguing. But just a blurry photograph. An illustration of a ghost bothering a man. I think this is from a play I saw once. Once was enough. Death. He appears to be doing a spot of gardening. If the photographer wasn't expecting there to be a spirit looming behind the sitters, why did he point the camera high enough to fit it in? Just saying. I shall call you Bony Tony. It's like the captain's cabin of a pirate ship, lost in the fog, but with nice, lacy nets. It's Miss Ellen's spirit board. It's Miss Ellen. It's Miss Ellen's psychomantium. I don't really want to go in. I'm not scared or anything. It's just weird. Pitch bloody black. Yeah, I hate it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll come back later. Or not. Miss Ellen's fortune-telling paraphernalia. By all accounts, she was rather good at it. If you believe that sort of thing, that is. It's Miss Ellen's display of tarot cards, all neatly in one place. Very artistic. It's locked. Fine by me. This leads to the west wing, the old part of the house. The roof was damaged by a fire years ago. That part of the manor hasn't been used ever since. The house extends to the west, shrouded in fog. In the distance, I can just make out part of the cemetery. Another locked door. Who locks their kitchen? Thomas must have been worried about something. What's going on here? There's a storm coming. It will be raining later for sure. I'm glad I'm inside. Kind of. Lovely. Cozy. Toasty. Warm as puppy bellies. Okay, back to it. What's this? One of the chairs has been knocked over, and there is an unfinished meal on the table. I'll leave everything as it is. It's evidence. Oddly familiar. A fine vessel. Splendid craftsmanship. Let's have a closer look. It seems there are some pieces missing from this model. 5 pieces by the look of it. There should be a capstan here, I think. There should be a... This is definitely where the anchor goes. One of the cannons is missing. The rowboat should go here. This is where the helm should be. This is... It's signed Frederick Rojas. It's locked. I think this leads to the upper walkway of the glass house. It's locked. My beautiful wife, Mary. I don't know what I ever did to deserve her. It's Thomas. Don't worry, old chap. I'm on the case. Formidable forehead. This door is locked. This door. A dandy fop, if ever there was one. Very stern-looking gentleman. He looks like my old schoolmaster, the old coot. Marvelous monocle. It's the stairs to the attic. I suspect a gust of wind blew the door shut and then locked it. Still locked. Perhaps I can find another way in. There's a small balcony outside with iron railings. Beyond that should be the crematorium. But it's all just fog. Just the wind, I guess? Drafty. It's Thomas's office. That's where his journal should be. The entire house is surrounded by fog. Ominous. Below, I can see the glass house. And beyond that, the cemetery. A photograph of Thomas and his colleagues. That's him on the left. Friday, the 11th of November, 1910. Sheesh. Thomas's journal. He said this would explain everything. Let's see.
Unexplainable happenings have increased. Lizanne and Sadie have both disappeared without a trace. I fear they may have been victims of these infernal spirits. My darling granddaughter Alice is refusing to return to Hollow Lane Manor. The poor thing saw something that terrified her. The picture she drew for me is very disturbing. But there's something else. I think she has seen something more. Something other than a ghost. I know every expression on her little face, and there's definitely something she's not telling me. Now, to make matters worse, my assistant, Stan, has vanished too. He has the cemetery gates key. Without that key, there are areas of the mortuary complex I simply cannot access. So, it is of the utmost importance that I find him soon. I have no idea what's happening here. I am constantly surrounded by whispering, and there are strange sounds coming from the attic. Right now, sitting at my desk, I can hear the door handle rattling from all the way across the landing. The whole manor has taken on an entirely different atmosphere. I don't like this at all. I wish my dear sister Ellen was still with us. God rest her soul. She would know what is happening. I don't know what to do. I am entirely at a loss. Missing people, unnerving supernatural events, and now, physical attacks. Last night, something unseen pushed me from my chair during my supper in the dining hall. I can't endure another night in this house. I'm leaving. I know exactly who can help me get to the bottom of all this.
Infernal spirits? Nonsense. I think poor Thomas has been in this creepy old house for too long. It's easy to let yourself get carried away, late at night, imagining that you see something out of the corner of your eye. Jumping at the slightest... Ah! Hello?
Edward.
Thomas! Good God, man. What's going on in this place?
I'm sorry, Edward. You wouldn't have believed me. Did you read my journal yet?
Ghosts, Thomas? I mean, really.
Edward, please, believe me. There is something happening there. Something unnatural. I need your help.
I will help you all I can, Thomas, of course. I'll take a look around. Call me again later.
I will. Thank you. Edward, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story.
That's quite all right. I'll just treat this as a missing persons case. Leave it with me.
You're a true friend, Edward. Look in the roll-top desk next to you. You will find the mansion key. It should help you on your way. Good luck. I will pray for you.
Don't worry about a thing, old chap. Bye for now. Call me later.
Please, take care. Bye for now.
He's so dramatic. I have the key. Progress. Back to the action. It's Thomas's key for the mansion. I can't combine the key with anything. The key is no use here. This door. I don't have a suit of armor in my house. Locked. I wonder if he reads them all, or if they're just for show. An old painting of a ship in very stormy seas. There are sailors struggling in the waves. It's uncomfortable to look at. Yikes! Possibly the scariest thing in the whole house. No offense, madam. Still scary. The stuff of nightmares, in fact. Yet I can't stop looking. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at this now. A photograph of a stone tower. It says St. Catherine's Oratory. There's a note pinned to this door. It says, "Could you take a look at the window in the closet, please? The lock is actually missing. Do you know anything about it? We should keep this door locked at all times until you get a chance to fix it. I'm worried that someone might get up on the roof and be able to break in. Thomas." Let's see. It's locked, all right. If I can get to the window of this closet from the outside, I can find out what's behind this door. It's a note about the lock of the window inside this closet. It says that it's gone. It ends with, "I'm worried that someone might get up on the roof and be able to break in. Thomas." It's a note about the lock of the window inside this closet. It says that it's gone. It ends with, "Locked." I unlocked it. All the flowers from Miss Ellen's funeral have been moved up here from the chapel. The bouquet on the right there was from me, and the toy was from Alice. Poor little Alice. She's only 6. So young to experience a death in the family. So many locked doors. This leads to the disused old wing. So many locked. Locked. This was Mary's room when she used to live here. I wonder if it's being used now. Locked. This was Mary's room. Locked. This is Miss Ellen's room. Locked. The key is no use here. It's unlocked. Please let everyone be all right. I can see a big tree outside. Beyond that, I can just about make out the crematorium. It's very foggy out there. I can also see a narrow ledge leading around the outside of the building. I hope that's not foreshadowing or anything. It's a skull on a doily. That about sums this place up. It's a rock, being used as a paperweight. It's a very nice rock. Looks heavy and kind of sparkly. I can see why Thomas likes it. Well, for some reason, I have a rock now. Smashing. It's an impressive painting of a castle. I believe this is somewhere in Scotland. It's another one of several model ships in this house. This one is very detailed. Beautiful work. It's Thomas's bed. It's probably full of clothes or blankets. I'll leave it alone. It's about 1 minute fast. I always thought that calling it the fireplace is such lazy naming. It's the usual poker, brush, tongs and shovel. The hearth is very clean and tidy. The lamp is beautiful. I believe these are individually handmade and imported across the Atlantic Ocean. Might be quite valuable one day. It's an old map of the world. It's a hefty rock. A rock doesn't combine with that. Bunny slippers. Classic. But not my size. Adorable. Trip hazard. It's the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Alice was named after the young girl from that book. A kaleidoscope. I love these things. Ooh. I'll put it back. Very nice. A bit skeletony for a child, though, Thomas. Good heavens. Nice. A painting of a house. It says Rose Cottage above the door. Alice is quite the artist. Alice painted this for Miss Ellen to hang in her room. Miss Ellen asked if some flowers could be added. As I recall, she was very particular about the colours. A ballerina marionette. It looks very expensive. It was a gift to Alice from her great aunt Ellen, I believe. A very lovely rocking horse. Perhaps just a quick... Nah. It's Steve! That's what happens when you let the child name the pet. Hello, Steve. Keeping busy? Nice net. That might come in handy. I'm just going to borrow your net, okay? Hello again, Steve. Mesmerizing. Well, see you later. Hello again, Steve. Mesmerizing. Well, see you later. Hello again, Steve. Well... It's a drawing of the hallway outside this room. It appears to be the first clue to a treasure hunt. It says, Dear Grandad, I have made a treasure hunt for you. Start from outside my bedroom door and follow the arrows. You will need some more batteries for my purple light because they have run out. I love you, Alice. Oxo, oxo, oxo. A treasure hunt, eh? I didn't see any arrows outside. It's a rather smart-looking electric pocket light, although this one seems to have been modified. It has a purple lens that says Wood's Glass around the edge. I've never seen one like this before. It has no batteries. I'll just leave it here for now. It has no batteries. I'll just... A small net found in Alice's room. I can't combine the net with that. It's one of those days. I'm not saying that again. Lovely warm towels. It's a silver hairpin. A hairpin found in the bathroom. The hairpin doesn't combine with that. A covered mirror. A mourning tradition. Superstition, really. It's said that after someone dies in a house, all mirrors should be covered for 7 days, so the soul of the deceased won't see its own reflection, and then not be able to pass on to the other side. It's been a lot longer than 7 days. Perhaps Thomas doesn't want to uncover it just yet. Time period appropriate coins. That's the most amazing photograph I have ever seen. So good. Amazing. A small statue of the goddess Hebe, I believe. Why do I always feel the urge to touch everything? The window is made of rolled glass. I can't see much of anything outside except darkness. And the ubiquitous fog. A scrubbing brush. It looks nice and new. I mean, these photos are nice, but that other one, wow. Okay. A nice new scrubbing brush found in the bathroom. I can't combine the scrubbing brush with that. Sorry, Thomas. Well, it's open now. There's a light switch. Oh dear, it's all dying. Yeah, I'll pay for that. I can see something in the water, just a bit too far out of reach. This should work. I got it. It's a tiny wooden rowboat. I suspect from one of Thomas's ship models. Why is it... Wait. Oh, Alice. A teeny tiny rowboat. I can't combine the rowboat with that. A broken stepladder. Too dangerous to use. The table has various gardening tools on it, covered in cobwebs. This was Miss Ellen's favourite place to spend her time. I remember so clearly. She would spend whole days in here, making everything perfect. Even in her everyday clothes, she looked like an angel. A cart of gardening supplies is blocking the bottom of the stairs. I can't get past with this in the way. I can't move it. Strange. It doesn't look that heavy. It must be stuck. Perhaps it's rusted. The footbrake is rusted solid. I'll have to find some way to free it up. The footbrake is rusted. I'll have to... I open the latch. It's glass with a light behind it. I should be able to move it now. Easy. Self-confidence restored. Dignity intact. Face saved. This thing opens the windows up in the roof. I won't mess with it. It's going to rain tonight. It's an old tattered coat, an overall used for gardening. This must be Miss Ellen's. There's something in the pocket. It's a small key. I opened the latch. It's a silver key, found in a coat pocket in the glass house. It's very pretty. The silver key doesn't combine with anything. The silver key is no use here. I unlocked it. What was that? Hello? Weird. Oh. Miss Ellen's room. Bless her soul. I really feel like I shouldn't be in here. Which I absolutely shouldn't. Forgive me, Miss Ellen, but this is an investigation. Miss Ellen had such great taste. Even her luggage is beautiful. I remember carrying those to the carriage whenever she would travel. Well, that was before she got sick. It's Miss Ellen's dresser. Another covered mirror. I miss her very much. Some neatly stacked white sheets. It looks like the maid, Sadie, was about to begin covering everything up in the room. But of course, Sadie went missing along with the others, so never got to it. I can see into the dining hall below. I can just about make out the fallen chair by the fireplace. Miss Ellen loved to make beautiful dresses. She also created the silk liners and pillows for Thomas's coffins. A beautiful dress, made from the finest green satin. This must be the last dress Miss Ellen ever made. This is very painful, to be in here. Bless you, Miss Ellen. Miss Ellen had her fireplace blocked up with an ornate metal and stained glass cover, presumably to stop any cold drafts and look pretty while doing it. She didn't much care for wood or coal fires and preferred the subtle warmth of the radiators. At the back of the chimney, there are iron ladder rungs set into the brickwork, perhaps to make the life of the chimney sweep a little easier. I bet I end up back there somehow. I just bloody know it. Miss Ellen, God rest her soul, had two great passions in life: communing with the spirits of the dearly departed beyond the ethereal crossing of death's dark veil, and sewing. A pair of silver skulls adorn the mantel. They must be very expensive. This room's decor is certainly eclectic. It's a small silver box. Maybe a jewelry box. I can't see a way to open it. I can see the garden below, with its fountain in the middle. Fingers crossed. No bloomers. Aha! A diary. Once again, please forgive me, Miss Ellen. I'm not prying, I'm only trying to look for clues.
Diary of Eleanor Gray. Sunday the 2nd of October, 1910. I regret that this may be my last entry. I am almost too weak to hold pen to paper. I at least can rest assured that all of my affairs are in order, my last will finalized and stored in my brother's safe, behind yet another of his sailing ship paintings. It is breaking my heart to have to say goodbye to everyone. How can I possibly let go? I love them all so much. I'm just not ready. I don't feel ready. How can I explain any of this to my darling little Alice? She has been so brave when she clearly knows I am going away. She made me a painting of what she called the Rose Cottage and asked me if she could come and visit me there. At first I didn't follow, but now I realize that the poor child must have overheard adult conversations that she couldn't possibly understand at only 6 years old. This house really is no place for such an innocent soul. Oh, my dear brother Thomas, I will miss him more than I can say. I know he will watch over everyone after I am gone. He means so much to all of them, and I'll make him promise to finally take that sea voyage he has always dreamed of. My beautiful niece Mary, how proud of her I am. What a wonderful mother she is to little Alice. And Edward, she loves him and his silly ways so very much. I know they will always take care of each other. My dear friend Sadie, I am so grateful to have had such a treasured companion over the years. She too is part of our family, and I hope she remains in the house after I have gone. I know Thomas will find solace in her practicality, strength, and courage. And my darling Alice. Oh, Alice. I love that naughty little angel so much. So bright and clever and mischievous too. I know full well that she gets up again during the night to explore the house, and I must ask her to please be a good girl and stay in bed. Grandfather would be very worried about her if he knew. One day she will understand why I couldn't stay and watch her grow into a young lady. But I will love her forever. I pray she always remembers that. I must rest if I am to see them all once more. Thank you, my wonderful family. I feel blessed that this life saw me surrounded by such loving friends. I love you all, Eleanor.
Oh, Miss Ellen, Silly ways? It unlocked. There's only one thing inside. It's the pointy thing for the spirit board. You're coming with me, pointy thing. A planchette used with the spirit board to commune with the dead. A planchette. The planchette doesn't go with this. I'll sit down and try this. No idea what I'm doing, though. All right, then. Let's try this. Clearing my mind. Mind cleared. By the gibbous moon and the five-pointed star. If there are any spirits present, give me a sign. Any sign at all. Wait, something is happening. Fascinating. Some kind of idiomotor effect, no doubt. It's pointing to 6, 4, and 3, over and over. Oh, it pointed to goodbye, then stopped. Well, that was certainly an elaborate sequence, just for 3 numbers. It's my beloved. I can't use... I don't mind sitting on the left or right of a rowing boat. Either or, really. What, the chips? That does it. There's definitely someone else in this house. Hello? Who's there? Creepy little bugger. Creepy little bugger. This must be the painting Miss Ellen mentioned in her diary. Let's see. Aha! A hidden safe. Now, what were those numbers again? Yes! Barrington the Boxman. The safe contains what appear to be ledgers and various important documents, including Miss Ellen's will. I'll leave them alone. I'll have to explain to Thomas why his safe is open now. There's a drawing. It must be from Alice. What on earth? I know sometimes Alice is a bit quiet when she comes home after staying the night here, but I just thought she wanted to stay longer. What did she see? I'm guessing the big chimney house is the crematorium. She was in there by herself? At night? I must keep going. I need to get to the crematorium. There's also a key in here. A shiny brass key. The tag says loft. The loft key doesn't combine with anything. This door. It's unlocked. I can't see a thing in here. Hold on, there's a light switch. Dodgy. I'll just have to fumble around in the dark, I suppose. I think I can just make out a lamp back there. Aha! Here we are. Much better. Bird cages. I suppose someone in the house at some point kept birds. The birds are long gone now. The empty cages seem sad somehow. I thought I could smell lavender in here. It's faint, though. It must be very old. A camera. It doesn't look particularly old, or even broken. Maybe it's just in storage. This window is high above the terrace and cellar door. It's not locked. I could open it. I suppose... I'm sure there should be a pole with a hook for pulling down the ladder, but it's not here. If I want to get up there, I'll have to find the missing hooky pole thing, or something like it. I'm sure that if I want... or... It's a ladder leading up to the roof. It looks too high for me to reach, though. I'll need something I can use to pull the ladder down. I'll need something. Just inside on the right is the door to the attic stairs. And straight ahead, all the way at the end, I can see Thomas's office. I'm above the parlour, or rather the loft is. There's a ledge outside that leads to the left around the building. I think this is my only way to get to the crematorium. I must be crazy. Okay, let's do this. Just think of something else, Edward.